Good day everyone, and welcome to our class Cute Looks. And today I'll be taking you on a pencil skirt. So many of us are still having issues with pencil skirts. So to make it easy for you, this is our board. First, you'll be taking your length measurement of the skirt, depending on how long you want your pencil skirt to look like. And don't forget, your material determines how your pencil skirt should look like. So after taking your length, you take the hip measurement down. Then you go to the upper side and take your waist measurement, your hip, and then around the waist side, don't forget to slant your waist with 1 inch downward. For those with down tummy, we take 1 inch downward, and for those with smaller stomach, you could just take half in. That's the only thing you need. Then around the hip side, you take your round hip and a 1 inch allowance. The same thing at the bottom side. You take your direct hip measurement here, which is 8, that's 32 inches. So after that, you take your 1.5 inch inward if the material is a stiff one, for ease around the leg side. But if it's a stretchy material, you could take 2 inches inward. I hope you're understanding me. Before you could connect from the hip down to the bottom side of the material. So with this, it's easy for you to cut your pencil skirt. You don't even need too much protocols. Your length first, you take your waist measurement and your 1 inch allowance, your hip divided by 4 and your 1 inch allowance, your hip downward, then taking 1.5 inches if it's a stiff material, and if it's stretchy, don't forget you could take 2 inches to give proper fitting at the bottom side of the material before your sewing allowance. Then you connect with your hip curve. Yes, you connect with your hip curve down, and then your ruler to continue this one before you can place on a brown paper and then sketch out on your material. So we'll be practicing this on our brown paper. Alright, here we'll be taking the length of our skirt, 25 inches. 25 inches. Then you roll it out. Don't forget your hemming allowance, 1.5 inches down here. Some of you ask why I'm using 1.5 inches. I use half to hold on to the band, and then our 1 inch is used for hemming. This is our hemming. 1 inch. Then over here we get our hip length. Our hip length here will be 9.5. This is our 9.5 inches. You rule the line. Good. The here is upper here is our waistline. This is our hip. Now our hip is 42 inches divided by 4. That's 10.5. Our waist is 36 inches divided by 4. That's 9 inches. Here we have our 9 inches up here, our 10.5 inches at the hip line. Then we take our hip curve, we connect them. You see? Then at the bottom side, the hip measurement as well, you take it down 10.5 inches. 10.5 inches. The same thing you apply up here as well here. Then you achieve a straight skirt first. Don't forget, you achieve your straight skirt first. After getting your straight skirt, at the bottom side of this skirt, you come inward. Depending on the material, if it's a stretchy material, you do 2 inches inward. But if you're doing stiff material, then you take 1.5 inches down. Then at the upper side of your waist, you're taking 1 inch. 1 inch down to the hip as your sewing allowance. You see that? Then you take your ruler from the hip side, you see it, You don't need to start stressing yourself of anything. Then you curve your hip allowance measurement up, roll this down, you're 1 inch down, you're 1 inch down. Then around the hip side here, to connect down to the 1.5 inches allowance here, 1.5 inches to slant your pencil. You take it from the hip, take it down carefully, keep taking it. You see, sometimes your hand cannot be straight, nobody is perfect, but try to connect down to this place, to the 1.5 inches, to give you this sharp curve of the hip down for a pencil skirt. Then that 1 inch allowance coming from the hip, which is from here, you start taking it down again from that slant corner, so you can be able to have your allowance to the bottom side of your skirt. You see how everything will come out now. Here, and that's it. This is it. So with your straight skirt, you can achieve your pencil skirt. Don't forget, with your stretchy material is 2.5 inches. Here is 2.5 inches or 2 inches, depending on how much you want the pencil side to be fitted. This is our hip, this is our waist. Around the waist side, for those with down tummy, you could make 1 inches downward and then slant it. But if you don't have tummy or you have a little, you can do 1/2 inch. Then you slant it from here to that 1 inch. So you see, it's very easy for you. Here is our hip length. From your waist to your hip is called your hip length. And this is your hemming. This is the hemming side. That's it on our clothes. Construction on pencil skirts. So as it is right now, you don't have any problem. All you have to do is to cut it out and then place it on your material to make your work easy for you. Here, you cut out. So you see the shape of what we're talking about. And we shape out carefully. See? This is it. So we have it here with us. So with this idea, I hope we make it easy for you to cut your pencil skirt. So now we've cut out our shape, the shape of our pencil skirt. You can see it here. We still have our hip length here, and this is our allowance. So we hope that with the idea of how to cut your pencil skirt that we placed on this table will be very easy for you, so that whenever you want to cut your own material, you just have to use this process, making your straight skirt first and then you achieve your pencil skirt. Please, if this video helped you in achieving your pencil skirt, don't forget to like our video, subscribe and hit the notification bell, and don't forget to drop your comments. If you have any questions you have, we will be so happy to help you to achieve this and any other type of video we post on our channel here. We'll be happy to have you in our next video. Bye.